Big Brother Canada is back, and there are so many questions. Who are the house guests? What is the theme?
So tell us the first question, season 10, Big Brother Canada. How are things going to be different?
If you've ever watched our show, you'll know that every single season is completely different. You might turn it on and the house might be a spaceship. You might turn it on and the twist is that the people move in and there's nothing in it and they have to earn all of their furniture and even their own clothes. It is such a unique experience every single year, and I think that's what keeps it so fresh and keeps people coming back, because we never phone it in. It's never the same. We are the most extra production in Canadian television, and we love that. So I think I'm just really excited to see new players play, and I cannot believe it's been this long, and it's like it's the first day ever. I'm like I'm a kid on Christmas right now.
What can you tell us about the cast this season?
Well, the cast is really unique, as they always are. We've got a really good mix of super fans and gamers and people who like just started learning about the show and people who always wanted to play but never thought they could and are now in a position to play. It's a really good group of people, and you know, a lot of firsts on our show, which is really fun. Like we have our first Acadian player, for example, Marty, who comes in with this like amazing accent, and he's such a sweetheart. But yeah, we have a lot of players, and everyone in here has a competitive spirit, and that's kind of that for me is the one thing I cannot do without. You can know the show or not know the show. You could be ready for it or not ready and have to learn on the fly, fine. But you have to have that motivation to win, because that's what I want to watch. I want to watch people who want to be drivers of their own story. And that for us is so fun.
How did diversity and inclusion improve Big Brother? I mean, it's something that we've seen in all of the reality shows, Survivor, you know, Amazing Race, all of them, Big Brother US. And how did that, you know, the push for that really impact and improve the show?
Well, I'm really proud of being part of a show that understood the assignment early. Like, we chose to be leaders in this area because we know how valuable it is for Canadians, not just one kind of Canadian, for all kinds of Canadians to turn on a show that validates their existence. That, you know, a lot of people are so used to seeing like one of, or like if they're lucky, you know, so many people do feel stereotyped or reduced or invisible on our screens. And we knew that that was never something we wanted to be. I mean, our show was diverse from the get-go. And we saw an opportunity when sort of these really big conversations started happening in 2020 to really show other productions, for example, that this is not like some charity service you're doing by diversifying your cast. Like, it makes business sense, but it can only make the stories we tell richer when you have different people of different backgrounds joining. That really is what Big Brother is about. Yes, it's a competition and it's for money and you want to see strategy and gameplay, but ultimately it's people talking in a room. That's the strength of Big Brother. And it's happening live, and you may be watching that on the show, but you may be just watching it late at night on your own computer, watching it live as other people in this undisclosed location are having this incredibly touching or moving conversation. That happens all the time. And some of those moments are the biggest moments in our show. So I think, yes, we had to say it out loud and say, yes, this is what we're doing. But at the same time, in the future, this is not going to be something that we need to talk about because it's just going to be, it just is, right? Just like you don't really have to talk about diversity with a lot of, say, if you ride the subway, you don't need to mention diversity because you just see it. You see it every day, day in, day out. It's just, it is what it is. You don't think twice about it. And I love that. I love that one day it is not going to be noticeable or unique that you see all of these incredible colors and flavors and spices on your screen.
Is there a key to winning the competition? Also, what did you think of the Cookout Alliance on US Big Brother last year?
Is there a key to winning? No. We have different people who win with different strategies every single year. but I can say that almost 100% of the winners are incredible social players. And that doesn't mean that they're thinking of a social player strategy. It just could also mean that they're so much fun to be around, and everybody wants to be around them, and everyone wants to see them win because they want to be rooting for that person, even if that person hurt them or stabbed them in the back. And the other question was, what do I think of the Cookout Alliance? I think all alliances are so fascinating for different reasons, and the Cookout in the US did something that had never been done before, and frankly needed to be done. And these seasons are really like a moment in time where I feel like the same factors can never be replicated, which is pretty incredible. But I don't think anyone could ever take away the value of not just the strategy that they employed to get there, but that they did it for a reason that was other than a selfish reason to win. Yeah, it was a fascinating season to watch, and that's the best part about Big Brother. There's no two seasons are alike.
Okay, Arisa, last question. Who's your most memorable winner?
Oh, no, that's an impossible question. Okay, so at this point I've had, so this is season 10 coming. Season 10 got cut short. Okay, so I have 8 children. You're asking me to choose which child I like better? How dare you? No, I think every single winner has been really interesting in their own right, and have all played very different games. But I can talk about, we just came out of last season. Tashawn won, and he is he was an incredible player because he was a really perfect mix of that person you want to hang out with, but very, very strategy minded, very cerebral, and won when he had to, and did not win when he didn't. And just having that that knowledge, that prescience, is a very, very impressive winner for sure. One of our all-time, all-around winners, I think. Yeah, but I mean, any one of these people here, I could see a world in which any one of these 16 people who are playing now could win, and I cannot wait for this ride.